Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Seven, and I hope everyone's having a good Friday today. For those of you that celebrate Easter, I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday. I hope you guys are staying safe with your families. For those of you who don't, like me, I don't celebrate. I still hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday, and I hope you guys have a good weekend as well. Still staying safe, staying inside, washing your hands. You've heard it all. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Without further ado, let me get into what we're going to talk about in this video. First things first, I'm going to tell you the story that I'm going to be talking about today is going to be about my time when I was a lifeguard. And so it's going to be about a story of how I had to save this lady, believe it or not, a full-grown adult woman. So that'll be fun to listen to. And the gameplay going on in the background, just to clarify, it is not my gameplay. It is of a live stream that I was watching earlier. I've been really into CSGO lately. I've been learning how to play the game. I still suck, that's why I'm not using my own gameplay. My rig isn't good enough to record it at the same time anyways. And so I wanted to find the best gameplay possible for you guys to enjoy. So I found someone who's better at CSGO than I am. And I'm watching these two teams tee off at the moment. So hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. Again, it's not mine, so thank you for the two teams out there who played for my entertainment. So without further ado, let me start the story. Let me give you a little setting, a little context first. This is about when I was 17 years old. I was a lifeguard at my local YMCA. So I was just kind of in the mood for like some money. You know, it was just a job that I had to pick up. I used to do swim team in high school, so naturally, being a lifeguard was really easy for me. I could pass the test. I could swim. I could, swim with someone while I'm pulling them through the water. It was all real easy to me. It was a decent job too. It was during the summer. I started during the summer, and it was really chill. I got to come in the pool every day and just sit in a chair. Of course, it was stressful at times because everyone would be asking you questions. Like, you're kind of like the lifeguard. You're the guy who had to be in charge of everyone. And it did get a little difficult at times when there were summer camps and there was way more people in the pool than it should have been. But for the most part, it was a wonderful job. I loved it. I made some good friends there. I'm still in touch with some of the people that I used to work there with. But this particular story revolves around when I was alone guarding a pool by myself. Because at the one YMCA that I worked at, we had 4 pools, 2 outdoor pools and 2 indoor pools. One of them was the program pool, which is it was a massive pool. There was a shallow end and a deep end. The deep end was about 11 feet deep, and then the shallow end went to about 5 feet deep. And normally it's separated by a line. So people who can't swim will stay in the shallow end, and people who are strong swimmers or maybe they're in like the deep end water fitness classes, then people know which side is which. And so that's the program pool. That's where all the classes are. When there's no classes or water fitness things going on, then it's just free swim, so people are just jumping in and just kind of messing about in that pool. The other pool is a community pool. That's kind of just like a lap swimming pool. A lot of the high school swim teams swim in that pool, so it's not really like a pool for kids to really play in. So the program pool is really popping. That's the one pool, because at the time I was working the closing shift. So the other 2 pools closed. The outdoor pools closed first. That's just how it's always been. The outdoor pools close first, and then the community pool closed. So the very last pool to close is the program pool, because that's the one that's connected to the sauna, steam room, and the hot tub and all that. So that was the last pool to close every day, and so that was the pool I was working. So it was just me, and it was about the last 10 minutes of my shift. And so last 10 minutes of my shift, we always clear the pool because the pool should be locked up at 9:15, and if people, they need to get out, dry off, get their things, and so we get everyone out around 9 o'clock. So I was clearing people out at 9 o'clock, and then I was going through my daily checklist, my closing checklist, making sure the doors are locked, everything's clean and put away, making sure the lane lines are set up for tomorrow morning because they have a class in the morning. And so in the middle of setting up the line, this kid getting out of the pool ended up knocking the line loose, which is a real pain in the ass because then, I have to swim out and get it. and I could get it with the pole, but the pole at the time didn't have a hook on it. The attachment was missing, and so it was just a pole. I couldn't really hook it or anything like that. So someone had to get in there and swim to it. Now, most of the time, the people, if you work there enough, they get to know you, and then they'll help you out with closing. Actually, some of the guests in the pool, they'll actually help you out, which is really nice. It was really wonderful. I made some good friends there, but they'll help us out. This one particular night, I didn't know anybody who was on the pool, but there's still one lady in the pool. She was an older woman, and she had her kids with her. She was teaching her kids how to swim, so I assumed that she knew how to swim. And so I was like, excuse me, ma'am, would you mind swimming out and grabbing that line and swimming it back to me? And it wasn't too far. I wasn't asking her to swim the entire length of the pool and swim it all the way back. It was just, about halfway from the wall, so I wouldn't say more than like 4 feet or something like that. It was within arm's reach. It wasn't that far. Maybe maybe not for me, because I did do swimming in high school, but I don't know. But she said yes. She said that she can get it. So she swam out and got it, right. And then the moment I saw her start kicking her legs and she started pulling the water with her arms and trying to swim, I knew I made a huge mistake. I was like, Jesus Christ, this lady is gonna drown if I don't do something. And so she swims about halfway to the line. She starts struggling, and then she looks at me with this worried look in her face, and I'm like, God damn it, I gotta go save her. Luckily for me, I thought a little. I thought quickly. I realized, I had a tube in my hand, and the tube is really long, and so I just got down on my stomach and held it out. And then, she grabbed on, and I had to pull her in. And she was just like, oh man, my legs cramping up, blah, 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 this and that. But I knew damn well that lady did not know how to swim. She had no idea what she was doing in the water. I knew she did not know how to swim. But she just didn't want to look like an idiot in front of her kids, because she was teaching them how to swim like 10 minutes ago. But I felt really bad. I felt really bad afterwards, because had I known, I would not have asked her to swim out. And I feel bad that from that day on, I never asked anyone else to help me with the lines. If someone wanted to offer help, yeah, I'd take it, but I never asked anyone to help me with the lines. But that lady's fine. She's had a little cramp. I helped her out. She wasn't upset or anything, which I'm very grateful for. If you're listening to this video, I'm very sorry. And her kids were fine. They weren't laughing or anything, which is good. So they had, and she came back. She came back. I saw her next week. But yeah, that was the one time I actually had to save someone. And I've saved a couple of people, but that was the one that was the most alarming, because of an actual adult female. Adults are a bit harder to save than tiny kids, where you can just grab their wrist and pull them out. But yeah, after that, I just went through my closing checklist, grabbed the line. I ended up having to get in the pool and swimming out and swimming it back, but it was whatever. I'm a lifeguard. I work at a pool. Getting wet isn't so bad. But yeah, I learned my lesson from that situation. But that's I didn't tell my boss. I told a couple of my buddies, and we had a good laugh. The lifeguards chat in the break room. We had a good laugh about that story, and then we started passing stories back and forth. But anyways, I'm rambling. That's all I have for today's story, today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Comment down below if you're a lifeguard or you have any stories like this. Subscribe. I'm gonna be posting daily content like this. I'm gonna have another story for you guys tomorrow. But yeah, check out my Instagram if you guys are interested in having some gaming related memes or just memes in general. I'm gonna be posting a lot on there. I've been posting about like 3-4 times a day on there, sometimes even more. So check out my Instagram. The link will be in the description below. But I appreciate you guys making it to the end of this video. I hope you guys have a good Friday, and I'll see you guys in the next video.